it's Legionero back with another video. If you are new here, welcome. If you're not new here, welcome back. So there is a sewing tag going around. It is called the 5 Handmade Essentials. And this sewing tag was started by Sarah of the Naughty Gnome. I will link her YouTube channel in the description box below. I will also link her video where she started the challenge. And I was tagged by Tea of Crumpets Tea and Sewing and also Main Course to do this video. Thank you so much, ladies, for tagging me in this video. So I am going to talk about my 5 handmade essentials, and the 5 categories are a top, a bottom, a one piece, a layering piece, and a wild card. So I got some notes here to try and keep myself on track. So I'll start out with the top, which my top is a hoodie, and I'm actually wearing one today. I didn't pull out a lot of my handmade essentials because we would be here all day, and then I would just leave them laying here in my sewing room and it would be a mess. So this is the only one I pulled out. This is McCall's 7061. So that is one of my essential patterns. I made this pattern so many times. I love this pattern because it has so many different views that you can make, and I will be popping the pattern as well as the things I made with the pattern up on the screen, so you can get a good view of the pattern and what I made. Love this pattern because it has so many different views and you can make it in so many different ways. But I love myself a good hoodie, something that I can just throw over my head and I can just kind of hide myself in the background. Also keep myself warm when it is cold. I'm somewhere and it's cold. So a good hoodie for me is essential, and I wear them year round. I'm cold in my apartment. In the summertime, we have to keep the air on in the apartment, so I will throw on a hoodie when I'm cold. When I'm going to the movies and it's cold, I take a hoodie with me or a jacket with a hood. So an essential top for me is definitely a hoodie. All right, so an essential bottom for me is actually Simplicity 8378, and that is one of their hacking patterns. Again, another pattern that has so many different views on it. You can do so many things with this pattern. Wide legs. I think it had one where it has angles to it. You can crop the leg. You can make it culottes. You can make it a slim leg. You can add elastic to it, the bottom of the leg, make it a jogger. You can do so many different things with this pattern. So that's one of the reasons why I chose that as my essential bottom. It does not have a waistband piece. You just fold the top of the pattern piece down and add elastic waistband. You can add more to it and make it a paper bag waist. So many things you can do to that pattern. I made it in so many different ways. I made it for Dragon Con. I think I made culottes out of it. I think I also shortened the leg to make it a shorter version of it. I did so many things with that pattern, so that is why that is my essential bottom. And I make it out of ponte knit, so it stretches with me. And again, elastic waistband, and it has pockets. My essential one piece is a jumpsuit. I do think this pattern is out of print. Also, the hoodie, the McCall 7061, I do believe that one is out of print as well. I'll go back to that in a second. My essential one piece is McCall 7135. I do believe this pattern is out of print as well. But I feel like a jumpsuit is good for any occasion. I made a jumpsuit for a wedding. We did a photo shoot for Atlanta Sewing Style. I made a jumpsuit for that. So I feel like a jumpsuit is very versatile. This is another pattern that has different views on it. It had a jumpsuit, a dress, another one piece. It also had a cardigan. That's good for layering. You can use that for the layering part of this essential handmade item. But yeah, so it's good for both one pieces. If you are a dress person, it has dress on there. If you are a jumpsuit person for your one piece, you can use this pattern for that. But I love a good jumpsuit. It's not very convenient for the bathroom. We all know that, but I love myself a good jumpsuit. I also cropped the leg on the jumpsuit as well. Made it long, made it short. You probably could also make it into a romper if you want to. So very versatile pattern. So that was my essential one piece. Something I forgot to tell you with the top that I will tell you with the one piece. Something, since that pattern is out of print, I think the Zadie jumpsuit by Paper Theory Patterns is like a close jumpsuit that you probably could make that is close to that McCall 7135. I've seen that jumpsuit like crazy going around the sewing community. So that's something that's, I feel like it's kind of close to that McCall, 7135. But yeah, really like that pattern. So my layering piece, I love a bomber jacket. McCall 7100, that is my go-to bomber jacket pattern. It is now on the McCall's website as a PDF pattern. It's $3.99. I think they are having a sale right now on the McCall's website. I think Butterick and McCall's is their PDF patterns are $3.99. I can't talk. So definitely check that out. But yes, their McCall 7100 is $3.99 as a PDF pattern. I'm not sure if it's still in the drawers in the store, but if it is, check it out. Great pattern. That is my go-to layering pattern. I love a bomber jacket. You can use it with different type of fabrics. I'll be popping pictures up so you can see the different fabrics that I've made bomber jackets out of. Even though I love my character fabrics that I made my bomber jackets out of, the one that I made from Mommy, hands down, is my favorite. So yeah, and I'll pop that up as the last one I made. I made it out of the Minerva fabric. Beautiful. So that's my layering piece, McCall 7100. I'm now trying to find a new, even though I do have it as a PDF, because I needed a different size. I'm trying to find a new bomber jacket pattern for myself. And I still haven't tried the one that I pulled out on another video. But anyway, and my Wildcard, all right? My Wildcard is a backpack. Since I have been vehicle challenged for the last couple of months, a backpack is essential for me. And I do have an honorable mention for a Wildcard. I'll talk about that in a second. But a backpack is essential for me, especially now when I'm going different places. I'm starting to venture out more on the bus and the train. So I need a backpack. So if I stop by a store, I can just throw things in the backpack if I buy something, and I can just walk and head home. I'm not holding bags so people can't see that I bought stuff, right? So a backpack is essential. So the first backpack pattern that I bought and actually made, because I bought a lot of patterns, bag patterns, is the Everyday Backpack by Bag Stock Patterns. I'm sure you all have seen this on the channel somewhere at some point. I even did, it wasn't a sew along, but I did sew, like a watch me sew type video on this backpack. I'll link it in the description box below. But I love this pattern. I love this backpack. I made it in, I think, the Black Panther fabric. I made it in some Avengers fabric. I made it in the Braves fabric, Falcons fabric. I love, love, love this backpack pattern. Another backpack pattern, shameless plug, my own backpack pattern. I'm mentioning this because I actually dreamed about my pattern, and you know when you dream about something, it's time to pull it back out. So my backpack pattern, the Mary backpack, I'm going to pull it back out. I dreamed that I was hacking my pattern and making modifications to it. So I'm going to pull my pattern out and make the modifications to it that I was dreaming about it, and just work on it and do some things to it. I'll probably put some pictures of my pattern up on the screen. I love this pattern. I've always felt like I could do more to and with this pattern, so I am going to work on that. So a backpack is my wild card. Honorable mention for a wild card is a fanny pack. You all know I have the Annie pack pattern for my fanny pack. I'll pop a picture up of that. But I love the Annie pack pattern. Very unique, small and compact, but that's something else you can throw around your hip, cross your body, and put it on the go. That's another thing I I have with me when I'm, you know, on the bus and train, my little fanny pack. When I know I'm not going anywhere or buying anything, I know I'm just making a quick trip somewhere, I just throw on my fanny pack. So that's an honorable mention for my wild card. All right, so let me hop back up to the top, the hoodie pattern for the honorable mentions. There are several different hoodie patterns out there, but for my honorable mentions, I have McCall's 8244. That's a hoodie pattern that I fell in love with. Also McCall's 8249. I fell in love with that one. As well as McCall's 8351. Those are 3 honorable mentions of my essential hoodie top patterns. And again, there are several plain hoodie patterns that don't have all the frills. I call them frills because they're color block patterns that I mentioned as my honorable mentions, but there are several patterns like this that don't have the color blocking. That's just plain, straightforward hoodie patterns. There's several patterns out there like that, but I love those through my 3 honorable mentions because you can color block those and they're very versatile and I love them. So those are my 5 handmade essentials. I'm stuck. Those are my 5 handmade essentials. Again, they are a top, a bottom, a one piece, a layering piece, and a wild card. So I am tagging 85th and Wade, Valencia. Forgive me if I said your name wrong, but I'm tagging Valencia of 85th and Wade to do the sewing tag 5 handmade essentials. And if you want to do this video, feel free. If no one has tagged you in this sewing tag, feel free to do the video. Make sure you mention Sarah of the Naughty Gnome. She is making a playlist on her channel of everyone who makes the video. You just have to make sure that you tag her in your video, and there is the hashtag that you use. I'm gonna put all these things in the description box below, but if you want to make the video, sure, join along. Join in is what I'm trying to say. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, click the thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe and also hit the notification bell so you'll be notified each time I post a new video, and I will see you in the next one.